Like you lost weight, Frank.
What?
You know,
Oh,
one
we're
of
not
these
gonna run it
weeks,
Yeah.
I will figure that out. I was just trying to share a thing. I got distracted and I missed hitting the stop. But you guys didn't. You're all here. Thanks for
All here.
finding the geek spot with us. Frank's here. Well, some of Frank. We
Yeah.
don't have as much Frank as we did last week.
No. I told you I was getting rid of the beard, and I trimmed all the fat off,
You did.
and then it
Like I said.
snowed 20 inches.
No, it's like 18, maybe 24. It was an amount.
And then we're getting more Wednesday to Friday, Wednesday and Thursday, maybe it looks like.
There's a possibility. All the
Listen.
more reason to come see me Friday night. Anybody listening that's local in the area. Charles, thanks for joining the chat as always.
Hi, Charles. Where are you at Friday? I know you'll say it again later.
I'm at Tony's out in
Oh,
Ivyland.
yeah. I drove by
So
there.
you did drive by there. You said it was very far from you, which was great.
It was.
So another exciting week here at the Geek Spot News.
Goodness.
All sorts of stuff going on last week. We have all sorts of stuff planned for this week. Nonstop shows. Been so much to watch. There's so much more coming this week to watch. So much more. Some came out today. We'll talk about that. Not spoilery. Whatever amount of that we got through. Paradise decided to drop on a Monday morning.
Right. During a blizzard.
Because why not?
And it didn't just drop one episode. It dropped 3 episodes. And then we go right weekly next week. So, like, we're not getting a long season because it's only, what, like 6 or 7
I don't
episodes?
know. 6, 7.
6, 7.
We'll find out how many episodes. But besides that dropping, what have you been up to, man?
Dude, I am exhausted. I Googled how many episodes is Paradise Season 2. 3.
That's fair. I think it's 8.
I think it is 8.
IMDb tells me it's 8 episodes.
Yeah. So it snowed. We know it snowed.
If you're on the East Coast, it snowed.
It hit down a little bit into Maryland, I think, all the way up into New York, had a blizzard warning. We got buried. I mean, it's still only the 17th most amount of snow in the history of Philadelphia, which is crazy to think about. Not like the blizzard of 96 where we were shut down for days. This shut a lot of the city down
This
for
is our
today.
long school break in a few years. Though, I feel like they had 2 days off.
Well,
Billy had 2 days off last time.
yeah.
No,
The
we had
snow
2 days off this
removal-
time, which is weird.
So the difference between the snow last time and the snow this time is it's a lighter snow on top. Like it's a very fluffy snow. And then it started to drizzle, so it made the snow a little bit harder the later you went out to shovel. I don't pre-shovel. I slept in, and then we shoveled the alleyway enough to back a car in if we needed to, because somebody always takes a parking spot out front. And then we shoveled our 2 front spots out. My dickhead neighbor shoveled half of the walkway and then went back out, I guess, and felt guilty and shoveled the whole walkway and then shoveled this little like, normally I just shovel the one path because that's the law. He shoveled it up against his wall. So like you have to like, you can almost not get by. And that, yeah, it's weird. But me and my kids shoveled out today and it was exhausting. I can't complain about the people that park on my block anymore because one guy across the street was real chatty and turned out to be a really nice guy. And then the guy a couple houses up from him walked down with a snowblower and just helped like people with their cars, blowing out their cars.
Well, that was nice.
So no more complaining there. Outside of the snow, I got through Paradise. I got through a night of the X amount of kingdoms that there are now. Yeah. I got through, work was closed today. I got an actual paid day off without using a day off, which was really awesome of my company to do. Yeah. They had a skeleton crew from Philly working remotely to help the other branches that weren't closed. I was not one of those. That's all right. I started playing the Division 2 again.
I don't even know what that is.
It's an Ubisoft game. I'm just so bored with all games right now.
Yeah. You've been saying that. You need look. There's news coming about Grand Theft Auto 6 during the news today. So there's
in
stuff
2 weeks. In 2 weeks, baseball comes out. I already pre-ordered it, so I get it on the 13th of March, which is great.
You should now. Did you play through the God of War series?
No, never.
Oh well,
So
see,
I started Ragnarok. Like I played the original God of War,
the like 20-year-old one.
the 20-year-old one.
Okay.
And then I stopped. I don't think I ever beat it. And then I played I started Ragnarok not long ago, and it's on my PlayStation, and I still always forget to turn my PlayStation on.
Yeah. Well, I would play the first one first of
I'm
the
not
Norse
playing
ones.
a 20-year-old one. Is that
No.
Ragnarok? Wait.
No, there's God of War, and then there was the second God of War in
So-
the Norse mythology.
Which one is Thor in? Fat Thor.
First one.
Okay, that's the one I'm playing then. I apologize. My friend is playing
just God of War.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we got some more casting news for that too.
We did.
We will get there. How is hockey? Everybody's
know.
dying to know. There was hockey.
No
was
game
a
tonight. No? Tonight's
worldwide phenomena this week. All sorts of
that
exciting
Wow.
news about hockey. But your hockey last
My
week.
hockey was non-existent. I played last week one game, I think. We won.
It's a light week.
Yeah, that playoffs are about to start. We were supposed to play tonight in the over 50 league on a regular season game, not tomorrow night, because we have so many teams. They overflow into either a Monday or a Friday, and this week was supposed to be the Monday. We had the off night. All the other teams play tomorrow night. Playoffs for the other deck show me, or players for the other deck. Playoffs start tonight and next and Friday.
Okay.
So I should be good for the wrestling podcast this week, which is exciting on the way to Elimination Chamber.
Oh.
We did have a very important game Sunday morning, the final Olympic event. Final event of the entire Winter Olympics was the men's gold medal ice hockey game. Now, the women of the United States have already beaten Canada Friday.
Saturday night. Oh, was it
Saturday
Friday
night?
or Saturday night?
Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah.
They still won. They won the gold medal. Dominating performance by the women. The women absolutely dominated this entire series. The men played. It was 8 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast.
Yes.
It was an awful time, but the men pulled out gold medal game. Canada's very, very upset. Not only has a Canadian team not won the Stanley Cup since 1993, but they did not win the gold medal this year. And this is the first time in, was it 46 years? 43 years? Literally 1980 was the last time the U.S. Men's Olympic.
This was also the first year the U.S. allowed pros in again, right?
First year in a couple.
Yeah.
It's been a couple. It's been like 2 Olympics since they allowed pros to play again. Let me tell you what, the Canadian team is absolutely stacked with talent. They have a 18-year-old. Macklin Celebrini plays for the San Jose Sharks. He is going to be an absolute superstar in the league. The kid is really, really good. They have Connor McDavid. I'm just saying names that you don't know.
Yeah. But
but
they're great names.
They are phenomenal players, and they definitely had the more talented team. And the entire second period was completely dominated by the Canadians. They just couldn't score. Connor Hellebuck, the American goalie, was absolutely standing on his head, lights out, and the Americans took the gold. The Canadians are completely upset. They're upset at the 3-on-3 overtime. They're upset at the fact that they dominated the game and that they got these little Olaf stuffed animals with their medal that looks like Olaf. It's not.
Okay.
But if Canada had won the Stanley Cup, or if Canada had won the Olympics in the 3-on-3 overtime, would they be complaining?
Well, I'm sure that the celebrations and the international incidents that happened wouldn't be as bad
No.
afterwards, But that's where we're at. So, but that's great. I know a lot of places around here opened up bright and early Sunday morning at 8 a.m. for the game, and there was a lot of excitement and a lot of
Such a
packed
great game.
locations for that.
One of the players on the just to wrap that up, one of the players on the Canadian team had the first, second, and fourth leading scorers in the NHL on their team. Nathan McKinnon, who plays for Colorado, who has like 10 losses over, I think, over the whole season so far. They're just such a dominant team right now. Nathan McKinnon basically said, you can look out there and see who was the better team. And Nathan McKinnon missed a wide open net. I mean, literally game on his stick, net open.
Wow.
No. So, anyway,
good stuff.
we won. Yes.
Awesome. My week not quite as eventful as the U.S. Olympic teams, shockingly, but had some good stuff. Had a college visit with the oldest boy, so first one of those. Got to go visit the University of Pennsylvania. A little chilly out, all outdoor tour, so that was something. But good times. And then we had a couple gigs. Played a new place in Bensalem for girls' night.
Nice.
A little old school Italian place. That was cool. Had a jazz comp I went to for the boys. They both got outstanding ratings, so that's good.
That's awesome.
Saturday debuted in New Place Fireside Tavern and Table. Had a great gig. Another show you would have enjoyed. Lots of obscure 90s hits.
I was dressed in an 80s costume that I did not wear this week. I forgot to put it on. I will wear it next week. We were at a party. It was a 70s, 80s, and 90s decade party, which is a little weird.
It's a lot of decades.
It's a lot of decades, and a lot of people just dress normal. Like,
yeah, because everybody still dresses. All of those people still dress like it's the mid 90s.
Well, Maddie Caps had a emo, an emo-ish shirt, a flannel, and he had pulled his Doc Martens out.
Oh.
And I had a pink sweatsuit from the 80s. And everybody loved my outfit.
Yeah.
More than
I'm excited for you to wear it for our next episode.
I am excited as well.
So nothing too crazy this week. Like I said, lots of new stuff dropped. I managed to sneak in a movie that I hadn't seen that came out last year, and some other good stuff too. Way more Star Trek Discovery. I'm like
excited
into season 4 now. Just watched
I'm excited.
Season 4 premiere. So lots of stuff moving on that show, and so we'll get to all that. But before we get there, what do you got, man?
I do. I have a list, and I don't know how this one's going to go either.
All right.
It's only 5, so it's not ranked, but it's 5 hard-hitting TV moments that shook America to its core. I had to click on that because that's a bold statement.
Okay,
that's bold.
It is.
Okay. The first one here is, I remember this, MASH, The Death of Henry Blake.
I don't remember that.
Season 3, episode 24, first aired March 18th, 1975. Henry Blake was the commander-in-chief of the MASH unit and was going home, and his plane was shot down. And they announced it while they were in the OR. It was incredibly moving at the time. Hey, Dom, what's up?
It's been almost 51 years since that episode aired.
And it's still one of the... I mean, look, TV back then actually shook America. Like, TV now doesn't really... I don't think there'll be too many current things in this 5-item list.
Wait, is that right? Was it that early in the show?
Yeah, it was season 3.
Okay, yeah, so that was 50,
McLean
51 years ago.
Stevenson played Colonel Henry Blake, decided to leave the show. And at the time, it was unprecedented to kill off the main character. He was one of the main characters of the show.
Yeah.
It was very unprecedented back in the 70s to do that. It was a pivotal moment in TV history to push the boundaries of what was possible on TV. They just didn't do that.
And in case you forget to say it, by the way, Dom,
Yes, hello, gentlemen.
how are you? Uh, and we got I remember MASH vaguely, more
I
towards the end of it, but I also didn't realize that it was on for 11 years.
yeah, dude.
So I didn't realize that. Um,
I
and
think we
I
mentioned
feel like when I see
before.
reruns, we've mentioned the finale a few times, but
Yeah, still the
when I
most
see
watched.
reruns, I remember I looked up the character as soon as you mentioned that, and I remember him very well from the show. So I must have seen
Yeah.
a lot of reruns of the first couple seasons, but
Yep.
I just figured they got recast because I don't know if I ever saw that specific episode. That's
No,
wild.
he didn't get recast. They brought in another. They brought in was it Henry Morgan? I want to say as the colonel.
I don't know.
The older gentleman. I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Let's go. Next on our list,
He looks like he was in MASH for sure.
this show, this was season 3, episode 25. The show first aired March 21st, 1980. JR gets shot in Dallas.
Oh yeah.
As a very pivotal moment in American TV history.
All the TV guides for months. Who shot JR? It was a whole movement of pre-internet.
Yes.
Nobody could share their conspiracy theories unless you saw him in person or wrote a letter to the editor.
When Dallas returned for its 4th season premiere in November, a staggering 90 million viewers tuned in to get the final answer. That number was eclipsed by MASH series finale a few years later, but it remains astronomical compared to viewership numbers in that television era. And as we know, Who Shot JR? It was a dream.
Yeah, it's great. Nobody was disappointed in that at all. Thanks, Lost, for keeping that trend going.
I mean, look, can you imagine the outcry if there was internet back then for that?
Yeah.
Oof. Next on the list is a show I did not see. I did not watch. This was from season 4, episode 2. It first aired October 11th, 1996. The X-Files Home is the episode, redefines TV horror. So I don't know anything about this episode. It was a straight up terrifying episode. Stomach turning story and imagery earned it a TVMA rating, and it prevented Fox from airing it in reruns for several years after it first aired. Wow.
So so just to read the IMDb description of this episode.
Okay.
The remains of a murdered, deformed infant lead the agents to a family of murderous, inbred, animal-like brothers living on a secluded farm in a remote section of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So it sounds very much like most horror movies that were late 90s, early 2000s, House of a Thousand Corpses, all that kind of stuff. Hills Have Eyes, that kind of vibe. And that on broadcast television is wild.
Yeah. Back then in 96, yeah. Today, that's kind of tame.
No, not even for,
Really?
I don't know that you would see something that crazy even on like a Criminal Minds, which goes pretty dark.
That's true.
But not on network TV. Streaming,
No,
100%,
network
you see it all the
TV,
time. But like on a CBS show, like that's pretty wild still.
Yeah. The next one on the list is this occurred in season 6, episode 21. It first aired June 10th, 2007. The Sopranos Made in America episode, the infamous Cut to Black.
Yeah.
I will never ever forget the panic I had when that Cut to Black ended, and I was like, wait, what happened?
Right.
Where? Like everybody else in the country, I was like stunned.
That was it was disappointing. But I mean, it's if they would have done anything else, it would have been disappointing too. So
I'll tell you what, after rewatching that show once or twice, I don't hate it as much as I did in the initial like shock of the moment. I really don't hate it now. I think it's actually pretty clever because Tony Soprano was a piece of shit.
yes.
And we all rooted for him to survive.
Did we?
He was a deplorable human being.
You rooted for him to survive? I was hoping he was getting killed off every season and we were going to just have Meadow take over.
Oh, God, no.
I mean, not AJ. I was hoping AJ was going to die every season too, but
yeah, AJ was a little much when he was younger. But I think now it's a great ending. I thought back then it was not a great ending. Um, the next, the last one. This is the last one.
Okay.
This is season 5, episode 14. It first aired September 15th, 2013. Breaking Bad, Ozymandias. Did I say that right?
Ozymandias.
Ozymandias. I was so close. The death of Hank Schrader.
Yes,
Absolute
that's
shock.
still referenced nonstop.
Yeah.
It's all Skylar's fault though, so it's fine.
I know. Just take the money and shut up. Again, another person, another deplorable, awful human being that most of America was rooting to get out of that alive. What the hell's his name?
Yeah.
What the hell? Why can't I?
Yeah,
Walter
you
White.
mean from
God.
Breaking Bad, the star of Breaking Bad?
Walter White. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like just deplorable human being.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that was rooting for him.
I mean, I always want to see the star do well.
I mean, look, I'm sure there's plenty of people that rooted for him.
Sure.
But you know.
But no, that was actually a pretty good list.
They
Went really far back and they kind of brought it forward a little bit. I didn't think they would stay that forward.
Some good moments there. So that brings us, so we'll see where we end up next week. You know, let us know in the chat or you know, on the Facebook or the Instagrams, what were your most shocking TV moments that you remember, and maybe we'll form a new list and talk about them once we get some of that from you guys. We got or even if you're listening after the fact on a streaming service, comment on the YouTube, comment on Spotify, because you can do all the things on Spotify now or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And
if you listen on Apple, you should be able to listen as an audio podcast and see it as a video podcast.
Not yet.
Eventually. Not yet.
Not yet. It's coming soon.
That'll be fun.
I'll figure out how that works when we get there.
Yeah. Shouldn't be hard. I have a couple newsy things, and then we'll go into the fun stuff. The Batman Part 2 is expected to start filming by the end of May, while Man of Tomorrow is going to start filming in a few weeks.
Oh, see, T's already jumping in.
Listen, I remember the Bike Man episode of Different Strokes.
That was wild to watch, especially for at a certain age when you saw that, and they didn't really hold. I mean, they held back some, but not a lot for the time period that it was aired in. And you know what? The shocking component, I think, is we've all been desensitized to it from seeing it on TV so much since then. But that first show to really address that subject matter was intense for sure, especially on a show that was a comedy. Mostly.
Mr. Horton was the bicycle shop guy.
Oh, Frank was touched by that. And
he knows what else. I was not, but I mean, I remember watching it, but I wanted to look up who it was because I was curious. He was the radio station manager from WKRP in Cincinnati.
Oh, no kidding.
Jump.
Huh.
Right?
Wanted to reset his cred, I guess, a little bit.
He was on Soap as the chief of police Tinkler. I'm just looking at what he's done just because I'm actually kind of curious.
But did he make it to the spinoffs from Soap that everybody loved a lot more, Benson?
No, he did a couple episodes of Baywatch.
Actually, was Empty Nest a spinoff of Soap?
WKRP in Cincinnati. He was in 11 episodes of Growing Pains.
That's a lot. It's a lot of episodes of Growing Pains.
Oh, dude, he did 7 episodes of The Love Boat. He was a maitre d'.
Oh, nice. Look at him go.
Little redemption.
But did he ever find love? That's the question.
I don't know. But see, that is I remember that episode. That was, I don't think I understood it back then, but yeah. Let's see. We have.
So we had, you were saying Man of Tomorrow and The Dark Knight
Man
are
of
both.
Tomorrow's going to film in a few weeks.
Batman 2 are like starting to film.
Yep. Man of Tomorrow should start in a few weeks. Batman at the end of May.
Are they going to compete in the box office?
Huh? Well, no, because Batman's probably not coming out until 2046 at the rate they're going.
Yeah, that's questionable, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think they cross over, do they? Man of Tomorrow is coming July 2027, I believe. So
yes,
Supergirl's this year.
super right. But when is Batman 2? Is there a date for it? October. So they are coming out both slated for next year.
So July and October.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's not really overlapping.
No, no. I mean, the horrible thought is that they might try and do the Long Halloween and the Batman 2, which is like the most kind of overdone story at this point.
Right.
Because especially with that release date, but because none of them actually do the Long Halloween. The thing with the Long Halloween is it takes place over a year,
Right.
and kind of sets up the Rogues Gallery from their origins.
Gotcha.
It is like a slow burn. It's a great, great story, but it is a very slow burn to get to the end, and it's not like the big reveal villain at the end that you want, but it gives you all of the Batman's Rogues Gallery throughout it.
Okay.
So I hope they don't try and adapt it and do a half-assed job, because it's such a great work, and I think that's why everybody tries to do it, but then they're like, oh my god, this is a huge undertaking to try and do. It would work in if you release as like a mini series on TV, the Long Halloween would be amazing.
Right.
But I feel like they're going to try and cram some of it into this Batman 2, which is a little not great.
The end
Good evening to everybody else that's been joining, by the way.
in 2 more days. Today's the 23rd. In 2 more days, one of the most anticipated shows for me, Scrubs is coming back. You have Zach Braff is coming back as JD. Donald Faison is coming back as Turk. Sarah Chalk as Elliot. Judy Reyes and John C. McGinley will reprise their roles as Carla and Dr. Cox in recurring roles. Neil Flynn and Krista Miller will also come back as the janitor and Jordan.
I just saw that. That was just announced, right?
Yep.
So somebody must have seen the episodes.
Robert Maschio will be back as the Todd.
Yep.
And Phil Lewis is coming back as Hooch.
Okay.
Love Hooch. Hooch is crazy. T knows.
I don't know.
T knows. Hooch is crazy. Yeah, so Marlon Wayans has said that we will get White Chicks 2 and Don't Be a Menace to Society if Scary Movie 6 is successful.
And that's dropping soon.
Yeah.
So that is
trailer might drop Wednesday, according to Derpy in the chat.
nice.
Let me see. We have Wednesday season 3 is in production. I thought you would get the Hooch reference. I'm sorry, T. You should watch all the episodes of Scrubs up until they go to the new college, which sucked.
Yeah, like you watch The Office of your own volition, T. You should definitely go actually do yourself a favor and watch Scrubs. It's a much better show.
Keanu Reeves will return as Duke Kaboom in Toy Story 5, which we just got a trailer for.
We did with the bald spot for Woody to show that he's old.
Yeah. And do you know who retweeted the picture of the bald spot on Woody? John Cena, who has that same exact bald spot.
Yeah. It's in honor of him.
It's awesome. Yes, the first trailer for Scary Movie 6 will be released on February 27th in front of Scream 7. So there's that. Project Hail Mary, which is out now, has a final runtime of 2 hours and 36 minutes. It's not out. It's out on March 20th. I'm wishy-washy on seeing that. I kind of want to see it.
Look, I think it looks
good.
fascinating. I don't know if it's fascinating enough to draw me to the movie theater. I might want to go see Scary Movie 6. I might go see Scream 7. I might want to go see Scary Movie 6 before I go see Hail Mary. Just because I'd be nice to go see a comedy in a movie theater again, because it's been a minute since they've actually played any of those in a movie theater.
Let me see. Plane 2 has officially been canceled. I didn't see Plane 1. Okay. I'm just scrolling through this news thing. Eric Dane passed away at the age of 53 from ALS. That's a sad one.
It is, and with that, released an interview on Netflix to be released after he passed away.
No shit, really?
where he said goodbye to his family and did like
Oh,
the interviewer, um, not great.
no.
Um, it was a very touching, and you got to see like he brought up that when he premiered on Grey's Anatomy and was so good as a guest star that he got to stay on in the role, just like he lit up and looked like himself from years ago. And I raved about him in Countdown last year.
Yeah, I
So
remember.
if that show gets another season, I don't know what they're going to do there. He did film his Euphoria season 3
He was
season
in a lot.
episodes already.
Yeah, he was in a lot of stuff.
But yeah, I mean, that's coming out this year, so we'll get to see. And he was already being impacted because ALS moved really fast with him.
Yeah.
Because he just was officially diagnosed in 24. And I did see the other day with all of this with him. His first premiere was during the Saved by the Bell like summer resort. He was 19. He was playing volleyball against. Remember how the manager's daughter was in that show and became
Yeah,
Zach's
that
love
was
interest for the
Leah
summer?
Remini, right?
Yes. So he was playing volleyball against the crew
Wow, okay.
in that episode.
We have Francis Lawrence aims to start filming the BioShock movie in 2027. I tried playing the BioShock games and I just couldn't get into them. It just
I have not played
they're
any
great.
BioShock games.
No, they're great, but I just couldn't get into them. What else? An animated Venom movie is in the works. Okay.
Look, the Venom movies were all a blast. I know they get panned a lot, but every time we've talked about them on this show, I
Facts.
talk about how they're just great popcorn, throw them on and enjoy the movie, because it's just a fun ride. And
T
knowing
said,
that they're not in continuity makes it so
right.
much better.
Yeah. T said Leah Remini was so fine in Saved by the Bell. She was still a snack in oh crap. What was the other game? Or what was the other what was
Leah
the
Remini, King of Queens?
King of Queens? I kept thinking King
I
of
mean,
the
she
Hill.
was not a Kelly Kapowski.
No.
Or a little
Can I-
T's the turtle.
Can I tell you what? Tiffany Amber Thiessen still looks amazing at 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
Evil
great on White
Dead
Collar.
Wrath- Huh?
She was great on White Collar.
Evil Dead Wrath has begun filming. How to Train Your Dragon wins Best Character Animation Live Action at the 2026 Annie Awards. I think I'm almost done this. Hold
Look,
on.
the new How to Train Your Dragon was fantastic. And the fact that they cast the kid in it that looks just like the cartoon character is wild to me. Like same nose, same, that's why it's crazy. He's been in the Black Phone movies. The kid
Really?
that starred in that, yeah.
Wuthering Heights had a budget of $80 million, has crossed $150 million globally.
It's a lot.
Not my cup of tea, but okay.
Good
Yeah.
for them.
Goat crossed 100 million globally on an $80 million budget.
Man, I saw the preview trailer for Goat, and there is nothing about that movie that I want to go see. It's all these bigger animals play. It's
Right.
like the small guy wants to play basketball, and he's a literal goat. So
Okay.
you get the dual meaning of goat because he wants
Right.
to be the goat at basketball, but he's
But he
a
is a
goat
goat.
who's too small to play basketball against all these bigger animals. Yeah, it's something.
McKenna Grace has been cast as Daphne in the live action Scooby Doo series coming soon to Netflix.
I saw that. I don't hate it, but I need
No.
to see the rest of the cast. Look, the Freddie Prinze, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Linda Cardellini, God, what's his name? Other guy,
Yep.
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard.
Cast has been so beloved still, and Lillard's been doing the voice on in animated all this time now too. He took over for Casey Kasem.
No shit. Okay. The other stuff I have ties into stuff that we're watching or I have watched. So let's
and we also got a little bit more casting news that's in there. The Kristen Bell and Sonic.
Oh yeah.
Look, the Sonic movies. I don't think you've seen them, but the Sonic movies have all been awesome.
That's what I've heard.
Sonic 4, Kristen Bell will be Amy Rose. So we're finally getting the whole gang. The whole Sonic gang's finally going to be together. which
What's this,
should
the
be a lot
fourth
of fun.
movie you said?
Hmm?
This is the fourth movie?
This is the fourth movie. They've introduced a sidekick every movie.
Okay.
In two, well, really in two, we got Knuckles and Tails, and they held off
Right.
on Amy till the fourth movie. The third movie was fun too, but
Now, are we getting, is Jim Carrey coming back
I
to
don't
this
know.
one
I think
again?
this is the only franchise he will star in anymore because he has a blast.
I think he said he was basically done acting, pretty much except for this, right?
Yeah, I mean the last movie, so he plays like himself and his dad, which was fun. But yeah, it's the Sonic movies have been a blast. I think I've seen at least two of them in the movie theater, which is surprising. And I think Jacob Elordi just got cast as something too, didn't he? I think I saw that.
Jim Carrey is supposedly in talks for the live action Jetsons movie to play George Jetson. So he isn't retiring from acting. He described it as a power resting.
Oh, all right. Oh, he has possibly been offered the James Bond gig. That's what I'd heard.
Huh?
Jacob Elordi.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you meant Jim Carrey. I was like, wait a minute.
No, I don't think I think he could be the new Mr. Bean.
As long as
CT's got my back on the Sonic movies.
Look, I'm sure if my kids were younger and wanted to actually hang out with me more, my kid only wants to hang out with me like, we're going to Universal this year. Yes, you're going to be my best friend. Hey, can you help me with this thing in the video game I'm stuck with? Nah, I'm busy. Cool. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, and late breaking news as well. Winona Ryder will be in Wednesday season 3.
Yeah.
That just dropped today, I think, right?
Yes.
Because it just started filming. They just did a cast announcement, which is pretty awesome. So I don't know who she's playing. I would assume it's going to be the missing sister, but we'll see.
Before we go into the stuff that you watched, Philly Fan Expo is coming up, right?
It is.
In 94 days. May 29th to the 31st. I'm still waiting, hopefully, on credentials for us. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I am going to be broke. I am going all in. So far, excuse me, as of right now, the 4 Hobbits are going to be there.
Yep.
Miranda Otto from Lord of the Rings. She was, what's her name? The girl that killed the Nazgul. Theoden's daughter. Jonathan Frakes, Brett Spiner, Gates McFadden are all going to be there from Star Trek The Next Generation.
Yeah.
Tom Welling, Michael Rosenbaum, Kristen Kruk, Erica Durance.
Yep.
James Marsters, John Rhys Davies, Corey Feldman. I hope Corey Feldman performs. Like that's worth the price of admission if Corey Feldman performs.
Maybe he'll play with the Star Trek band that does their things.
That would be great. And then there's a bunch of other people. Kerry Green's going to be there. Martha Plimpton, both from the Goonies.
Are Ben, what's his name, and Marina Baccarin going to back out again this year? They're going to.
I haven't seen them on there yet, but the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 80s or 90s movies are going to be there.
Ernie Reyes Jr. is going to be there?
Yes. Ernie Reyes Jr., Brian Tochi, Ken Scott, Robbie Rist, Francis Chow, who played Shredder, and Judith Hogue, who played April O'Neil.
Love her.
And more guests to be announced. I'm going to be broke because I'm getting pictures with everyone. I am running out of chances.
Just so you know who some of the big ones that influence all of the things all of those people make that are going to be there. Frank Miller is going to be there, who wrote The Dark Knight Returns.
Yep.
Every Batman movie has been based off of for the last 40 years. Jim Lee, who is one-time president and still is actually DC Comics president.
Okay.
Reinvented the X-Men for everybody in the 90s.
Nice.
Drew Hush, one of the best comic book artists of all time, hands down. Joe Quesada, who used to be editor-in-chief of Marvel for a while.
So when we go in,
Greg Capullo, who just did the Batman Deadpool crossover.
So we would be going in different directions when we went in there to get autographs.
100%. But I would also get to like talk and hang out with the people I go for.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
The
if I
comic
go in,
creators are, you don't have to pay to see them usually. You
no,
just get to go chat with them and get them to
no,
sign some stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah, a lot of that, and that's not even mentioning. Oh, we don't have the anime voices yet. So
no.
intrigued to see who we get there.
And who's going to drop out?
Yes, it has been bad with that. The last few years.
I think if they do it, I think I'll do the Smallville Knights this time.
Nice.
I
Somehow
think,
Michael Rosenbaum fits in every category that they have. Anime voices,
He does.
animated, gaming voices.
and final thing, I know you'll be so pleased to hear this. I am all on board with the Katie Sackhoff Battlestar rewatch.
Oh, you said that last week.
So she has never ever seen the show. So her and her husband are watching the show
Yeah.
and then commenting through the show. So it's not like they're commenting on it, having both seen it for the first time, and where they know all the actors and they're kind of like, oh wow, he's definitely not the blah blah blah. So I joined her Patreon because it was like hundreds of dollars cheaper than the Talkville one that I would like to be on.
Right.
It's like $10 a month for like for her top tier to just like watch the unedited version of them watching the show.
Nice.
The only problem is they can't stream the whole show. So you would have to watch it along with them. So, hey, you know what that means? Battlestar rewatch.
Oh, God damn it. Well, you enjoy that.
Oh,
I'm going to finish working my way through all of the Star Trek shows.
Listen, if you're going to do a Deep Space Nine watch.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I will tell you that right now. That's not going to happen.
why?
No, I'm not going back to the ones that ran with 37 episodes a season for like 7 or 8 years. Like, that's not happening.
But the Deep Space Nine one is so good.
No.
They just, it can't be done in high def because they won't put the money out to remaster it.
Yeah.
Fine.
How many episodes of Deep Space Nine are there?
Lots.
Are 173. Yeah, no, not happening.
And it really doesn't get good until like the third season.
Yeah, no.
So like the first 40 or so episodes, you're kind of like this. What am I watching? Why am I watching this?
So, and you know, with Discovery to transition over to what we've been watching the last week.
Yes.
I don't understand why I seem to have heard that like the first 2 seasons are great and then it kind of goes off the rails is what I'd heard. I thought season 3 was fantastic.
A lot of people really, really. So a lot of the comments that I read online, and I like to go on Reddit, and I do not like to comment on Reddit because I'm not a sadist.
Yeah.
But I like to read what people think. People think that Michael Burnham has nothing but whiny, emotional, like not even depth, but that she's a selfish, whiny character. And I don't see that. I think she's a very complex character, which is what Star Trek has always done.
I think she's a young black female, so that's probably where a lot of that complaining comes from online.
Well, I mean, if you look at the complaints from Starfleet Academy, there's the internet likes to complain.
Agreed.
I personally think because it wasn't just her that they were complaining about. There was a lot of gruff given to Tilly in comments too. A lot of gruff.
I mean, look, I could see that.
But Tilly was also pregnant at a certain point, so it looks like she gets huge out of nowhere. She's pregnant.
I don't know that I would say out of nowhere.
Well, but if you look at her from then to now, it looks like a completely different person.
Yeah,
she was pregnant for a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, most of the show she's fairly big bone, so I don't know that she's been pregnant for 4 seasons.
There wasn't a character on that show that I really looked at and went, ugh, except sometimes Saru, honestly.
Which I got through the episode where we get to see Doug Jones as Doug Jones Street.
It was good. It was a good episode.
Look, I thought season 3 they time jumped to the future, and and now that I saw Oded Fur in this, I'm like, oh wait a minute, he's in Starfleet Academy. So okay, so there's gonna be some more crossover, and don't spoil it but like I know there's gonna be more because I've seen Tig Notaro for a few seasons now, and I know she's in the future, but I don't know where this is gonna cross over, which is why I'm glad I'm watching this to get all the rest of the backstory on.
So I don't know if it spoils.
Yes,
it.
don't say it. Don't say it. Whatever it is.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, you already told me the time jump again.
No. Well, that's like after the show is like completely
Got
done. There's the ship time jumps itself, like
Got it.
so far, but it really doesn't have anything to do with what's going on right now.
Yeah, no. So I just started season 4, so I finished the Kobayashi Maru. So we had another little bit of a time jump from when we figured out what caused the burn. So now I understand the burn.
Yes.
So that's cool. But yeah, I there's some episodes which, for being 13-ish episode seasons, usually, like, I don't love when there's the filler episode, but they're like well written, so I don't mind them that much. But I think the show's great. I'm excited to keep pushing through. I didn't realize that the guy that played Sukal is somebody that I know from like 100 Things.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, and I don't know if you knew this. The guy that plays Sukal is Bill Irwin, who I loved on the show Legion. He's brilliant on Legion.
Okay.
He was in The Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. He was in Interstellar. He was in Lady in the Water. He was in all sorts of things. But if you watched Legion, anybody on listening to this show, which we talked about when it came out, was Carrie Loudermilk. He was the male version of the character that would flip the other version of Carrie Loudermilk. The female version was the girl from Prey, Amber Midthunder. So, like, fantastic guy. Now that I know that he was so cool, I kind of want to go back and watch the episode again, but I won't, because that's not what I do. So yeah, I'm enjoying the show immensely. I'll probably have season 4 done by like next week. We'll see. Because it's an easy one for me to throw on, and it's a show that's actually got me to put my phone down and watch the show. So I've appreciated that, because I am a big second screen viewing guy, unfortunately, and I'm trying to break that habit. And the show's helping me do that, because I actually want to pay attention to what's happening.
So I can tell you, without really spoiling anything, that Academy takes place after Discovery.
Oh, I knew that.
4 or 5 years after Discovery.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah. And then the thing I was talking about, the Star Trek short that came out with the ship, that takes place in the 43rd century.
Got it. Yeah. So, and keeping it Star Trek, so Star Trek Academy dropped an episode this week that, like, 10 minutes in, I was like, I'm out.
I was out 30 minutes. I made it to 30 minutes and I stopped today. I couldn't.
So funny though, right? Because about 40 minutes, 50-minute episode, I want to say. About like 40 minutes in, I was like, damn it, they turned it around. And I loved the episode. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, finish it, because the first half is all YA. Oh my God, what am I doing?
Yes, it is.
And there's a really bad moment that I'm angry. I was angry at the show for doing it.
Okay.
Between Cal and Genesis.
Okay.
Cal is lamenting the whole episode, talking to whatever her name is, his girlfriend,
Yep.
Who sacrificed herself for him and all of his friends last episode.
Yep.
And now he hasn't talked to her. That's the first 5 minutes of the episode they revealed.
I remember that.
But then there's a moment during the episode, because it's one of those bottle episodes where they kind of take everybody and put them in different things so that they can move forward for the emotional parts of the show, but not big plot points.
Right.
There are some big ones through it, but it's a small, like, relationship building episode without a lot of action. There we go. Not a lot of action in it. So you get Cal and Genesis are stuck in the academy while everybody else is off on vacation for spring break or whatever.
Right.
And there's a moment where, like, Cal looks at her and you're like, oh no, they're going to make this like a love triangle, and it's awful.
Right.
And it's so forced. And then he brings it up again later on in the episode, but it's like, this is while he's not reaching out to his girlfriend who almost died for him.
Mm-hmm.
And they address it in the episode, but it's like, man, I wish they hadn't gone that route.
It's a YA show and they have to.
Yeah, but I didn't need that. I like Genesis and the other guy, but then you find out stuff about the other guy, Dar, or whatever his name is, this episode, where it's like, oh, well, that wouldn't have worked.
Right. So they just wrapped filming on the second season just now.
Crazy.
Like just this month.
That it got approved for 2. I don't know that it'll get a 3rd.
It might not, but
I mean, that's great. I mean, look, it's expensive and there's a lot of effects, so I'm sure it'll still be a year before we get it.
Yep.
I mean, Discovery is insanely expensive.
I'm enjoying I'm enjoying most of Starfleet Academy. Some of the YA moments are it's just a little like
It's definitely forced.
it is, and I understand you're trying to draw new eyes, and I'm and I know I know they've it's been all over the news. So you have the first gay Klingon, and there's so many people that are up in arms about it. It's just it's a freaking TV character.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It's a show about phasers and teleporting. Like, come on.
Right, right. Like they literally tap themselves and disappear now. Like it's like they can like make stuff form in their hands if they want. It's so far into the future. Does it matter?
Right.
You know what the biggest thing that they've
we
done?
had a Klingon that was in a human body.
The most egregious thing that Star Trek has done is the fact that baseball is no longer played in the future, but basketball is. There you go. That's my hot take.
Agree. I don't know that either one would still be relevant.
I mean, I guess it's easier to stand there and shoot hoops by yourself. It's an easy set. You can't stand there and whatever.
Soccer is still the most popular sport in the world. That should be all.
Well, not in 3195 or whenever they are.
Definitely should have carried over. You don't need a hoop. All you need is a ball, and you play. You're good.
True.
You can make a pretend goal out of anything. But yeah, I look. The show keeps
through it,
doing good things. But yeah, finish the episode because by the end I was like, damn it. They turned it around and made it worthwhile that I didn't hate the whole episode.
They did that with the last episode. The first 20 minutes of the last episode, it was like, oh God, please stop. And it was like, oh, okay, wait, we needed that.
Yeah, it's we'll see. And then the next episode, no previews. They've not been dropping trailers for this show.
Good. I like being surprised.
The Life of the Stars is the next episode title, and that's all we get. And we get 3 more episodes this season. And then we'll stop talking about Academy for you guys.
Because I know you didn't get to watch any of Paradise, right?
I did. I actually watched the first 2 episodes.
Okay. So
we can let's hit that last though.
Okay. I was going to say, without spoiling anything, at the end of the 3rd episode, they do a look ahead. And there's like some interviews with the actors, and go ahead. Nice.
Let's hit that last.
Yeah.
Because it came out today, so anybody that doesn't want to know anything about it can drop at that point.
Fair enough.
But you watched. I did watch Naked Gun. I'll just say it's funny. It's totally worth a watch. Enjoyable as hell. The Liam Neeson one. Lots of cool callbacks to the original, which was really nice. Some of them were in the trailer, some of them weren't, but there are a lot of cool little nods. Like when he's walking into this one gentleman's club and there's like a stuffed beaver when you walk through.
Yeah.
Like all the little nods. He doesn't mention it, but it's there. So anybody that watched the original gets it. A lot of little things like that. And you watched something we've all been waiting for.
I did. I spent some of last night. I think I watched all over the last 2 days.
It's a quick watch, right?
All of them. Yeah. I'll tell you what. The first episode, I almost dipped on it. First episode was a little rough. I was literally like, why am I watching this? And I'm like, all right, let's power through it for the show. And it got really good. I did not read the source material. I don't know what happens as far as the books go. Like with Game of Thrones, the original, I read all the books, so I knew where they were. House of the Dragon, I did not read any of the books on that or short stories. I did not read the Dunk and the Egg stuff. It was fantastic. It ended up being really, really, really good.
It did.
I'm glad I watched it.
And, like I said, the episode's 5, because it's only 6 episodes, so it is a very quick watch.
Yeah, it was.
The first 2 episodes, as I mentioned on the show, are not great. But once you power through and then you get into like, okay, fine, you did your setup, which you didn't need to take that long to do. Because they recall all of that crap from the first 2 episodes for the next 4.
Right.
So it's like they just keep digging in and going back and revealing a little more here and a little more there and pulling the taffy farther and farther as we get through. But yeah, I thought the last episode and the episode before, so episode 5, like I said, was just tough to watch, but it was because it was so good and it was meant to be tough to watch. And then episode 6, I thought it was good. It was a little drawn out. They could have tightened the episode up some for me. And interesting to see because I think there was an end credits, right? technically, where you find out, and spoilers for Night of the Seven Kingdoms, or Night of the Nine Kingdoms, as we find out, where you find out that Egg's dad did not say he could go with Dunk.
Right.
So now I'm assuming the next season will be they are wanted knight and squire. But I also don't know that like Dunk knows shit about being a knight. I don't know if he was ever knighted. I don't believe that he was, honestly. So
I don't think technically he was.
I don't. Well, look, they don't say, but he said he knighted me before he died. But I don't buy it.
Well, no, because in the one scene he was like, "Why didn't you knight me?" And the guy like he thought he died, but really he just passed out, and
Right.
And he kind of woke up, finished his story, and died.
No, I don't think he died there.
No.
But I think that happened regularly, like that, because he was so hammered all the time and old and whatnot.
Right.
But like, so I don't buy that he's even really a knight. So, which for me goes against his character. So there's a lot of that in this story where it's like, I get it, but like you make him out to be this super wholesome. I have all the integrity and I'm doing all the right things in the world. But then I don't know if it's because he's kind of dumb. He does other things, or like because he thinks that it leads for him being able to do the right thing. He does things that aren't the right thing. But we'll see. I'm sure we'll get at least another 3 seasons. There's 4 books total, I believe. I hope they don't spend a ton of money on this. It feels like they shouldn't, but it also looks gorgeous, so they might. But it's if it takes 2 years per season for this show, like what are we doing?
Yeah, it's a lot.
This show is no more involved than than a season of like Hercules or Xena.
So just explain to me now, who is Egg? Like
Egg is
who is he's Aegon, but which character?
He is, hold on. He is Daenerys' grandfather.
Okay.
Or it's great grandfather. He's the Mad King's grandfather.
Gotcha. Okay.
Maybe. He might be the Mad King's father.
He does become king.
I believe so.
Okay. Okay. I got
it. Yeah, there's some weird family there was a couple of those that dropped throughout the season of like, hey, here's how these people are related to the people on this show, because
right.
You do get the Tarths, like Dunk. The rumor mill is that Dunk is Brienne's grandfather.
Okay.
Because he keeps getting asked to go to Tarth, right, for Brienne of Tarth, and King Lionel keeps asking him to go.
Yep.
So that's a rumor. And because in one of the Game of Thrones episodes, Brienne has his shield on the wall.
Oh, okay.
So that's where that story comes. So, but I don't know, and they haven't finished Dunk and Egg stories in the books yet. Shocking for George R.R. Martin, I know.
I don't think he's ever going to freaking.
We'll see what happens. Look, enjoyable show. I hope the next season moves a little quicker. But look, Game of Thrones doesn't move quick, so we'll see. House of the Dragon up next for that, which is great. That brings us to, we'll hit Shrinking real quick, and then we'll hit Paradise. I don't have any things to say on Hijack. It's still doing its thing. But Shrinking, best moment of television ever.
Dude. Harrison Ford walking into a room going, dun, 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 is that is just great. It was, I caught it right away and I was laughing my ass off.
I did too. I was like, did he just sing the Indiana Jones? Like, how much did they pay for that?
And he was so like energetic about it too.
Giddy and oh my God, like the opposite of what you would ever think he would do. Yeah. And the episode, look, the episode was great. It's setting us up for the next few. Derek continues to be just, they're just letting him stretch out this season. Ted McGinley
Derek was not a good character in the first couple of episodes of the show. In season 1, he was kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
And then there was like a pivot at some point, and he has become the best character on the show.
I bet Ted McGinley said, let me just try this.
Yeah.
And they were like, all right.
And he's been great. The writing is fantastic on that show, which gives me such hope for Scrubs, because I saw something about Scrubs that said it was a it doesn't stick the landing, and I didn't read the article because I don't want to see anything negative about it.
But this isn't a limit. Is the Scrubs reboot a limited run?
It's a season.
I
At
know, but I
least.
mean, is it like supposed to be like a one and done?
I don't know, honestly.
I
I don't know if they're going to keep going.
well, whichever. We'll see once that starts this week. We'll have a better idea, right?
It's not labeled as a limited series, but a revival with a straight to series order featuring a 9-episode inaugural season.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Well, inaugural season, so that means we should get more of it. So we'll have some. We'll be reporting on Scrubs going forward.
I don't think Donald Faison has run out of T-Mobile money yet, and Zach Braff is a really good director. So
I mean,
it's
Zach
not a money
Braff
grab.
also is collecting that T-Mobile money.
Oh yeah, he is. But I mean, I haven't seen Donald Faison in anything else. Zach Braff is directing, and he directs a bunch of Shrinking episodes. But yeah, they're definitely riding the T-Mobile train.
Which I'm looking. It looks like there's the writer who wrote most of season 1 is not on the show anymore. So I think that's when Derek really took off.
Yeah.
And then, nothing else really about Shrinking. It's just go watch it. It's a great show.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fantastic every week.
Yep.
So that brings us to Paradise, which dropped today. In the next few weeks, right, we're going to wrap up Starfleet Academy. We'll go through the rest of Shrinking. I'll probably hit Shoresy because Shoresy just dropped on Hulu again.
I always forget to go back to that. I started
season
it
5.
I think I'm in the middle of season 1.
Yeah, so season 5. And that's another quick one. Anybody that hasn't watched Shoresy, go watch Shoresy. It's a fantastic run.
Yeah.
And ride, and just so it's funny all the time, but there's so many heartfelt moments and like character arcs and progression and like things you wouldn't expect from a show like that. That's fantastic. I love it. It's so good. And I loved Letterkenny. This show's way better than Letterkenny.
Wow.
And then he has another new show coming out soon, Jared Queso. So I'm excited to see that too. But anyway, so I'll probably hit that up. Godzilla Monarch, Legacy of Monsters drops this week. Scrubs comes out this week. Paradise is back. I think there's another show dropping this week too. I don't remember what it is. It's hard to keep track.
I know there's not a Spider-Man trailer dropping this week.
Beast Wars is almost done. There's 1 episode left of Beast Wars. Traders has like 1 episode left. So there's a lot of stuff coming out. But Paradise dropped 3 episodes today. I can only talk about the first 2. Frank's not going to talk about the third because he's a good person and doesn't want to spoil it.
No, because the third one, yeah.
So I see people dropping off. So if you haven't seen Paradise, take a break, pause it, come back once you go watch the first couple episodes. Other than that, as always, you can check me at jackkidmusic.com. You can find Frank at Gimzak on the Instagrams. And, let's hit the first 2 episodes, which are big flashback episodes to where we currently are.
Fantastic.
And I think episode 3 is also a big flashback episode, but I'm not there yet. Cool. So we get introduced right off the bat to ex-Mrs. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Shailene
Woodley. Who is fantastic.
Oh my God, she was great. We get a dump of a bunch of new characters.
We do, with some great actors in some of these roles. And a lot of them I was like, I know that guy, but I don't know why. Like Michael McGrady, who I was like, I don't know why I know him. And then I looked and I was like, oh, he totally went different for this role. He's been in everything.
Which one's Michael McGrady?
Geiger.
Oh,
yeah. That ran the thing, but he's been in like every cop show ever.
Wasn't he in season 1 or no? Is he new?
Well, so I don't know if this is spoiled for the show yet, and don't tell me, but I'm pretty sure this is the crew that Billy killed that got to Colorado.
Okay.
I think.
I can tell you I don't know that answer.
Yeah, I think this is the crew that Billy killed that set off everything in season 1.
Right.
But he was the cop in Ray Donovan.
Right.
I believe he was on he was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He was in the show Scorpion. I think he was on Cold Case. He was on Southland.
Is the guy that I'm thinking of
Daybreak. There had to be a
Oh,
show in the 90s or something. No, but he's been on he's been a cop on literally every show on television at some point. He's great. We got Timothy Edmondson, who I didn't even notice, and then all of a sudden he was just on screen, which was great.
all right. So he wasn't in the Blacklist, was he? He looks like the guy from the Blacklist that was in the Blacklist for a while, and I don't see him in that.
Oh, yeah, we had Timothy Edmondson shows up, who was in Psych as Lassiter and fantastic on that show. He had a stroke a few years ago, so I'm always excited to see him still getting included in all these shows and getting a chance to act. We got introduced to Link,
Yep.
who was Hook in Descendants 3. That's all I know him from.
Thomas Doherty. Yep.
And a couple other characters that I don't, actors that I was like, oh, I know him, but I didn't know where I knew him from.
I will say the first episode, I thought I wasn't, it threw me for a loop because I didn't recognize what was going on at first until the end of episode 1.
I knew where we were going with it. I knew we were starting like at ground zero and working our way through, but like a lot of backstory for a character that we hadn't met to kick off season 2.
But seeing everything that happened from that point of view was great.
Right.
Because we saw it from the higher ups, from the more important people's point of view. We didn't see what happened from like just the everyman.
Right.
And to see what happened from the everyman and then what happens in episode 2 is just like, wow.
Yeah. And getting to see what was going on through the telescope and what normal people reaction were and hearing, like you said, what was going on in the real world and seeing her progression. She's a little less nuts than I expected after 2 years by herself.
Yeah.
And then in episode 2, we see what is going on with Xavier.
Correct.
And he got there some weird kids.
Yeah, that whole thing was weird. I like what they're showing and I like what they're doing. And what they're doing in the first 2 episodes, and then when they get to episode 3 is a little bit of a flashback points and a lot of in real time for what's going on in the world. I can't say anything because there's a lot of theories and things that will be spoilery, and I was I can't wait till you watch it because there's so much going on.
I'm gonna watch it right later on this evening.
The best thing about this show is that they're doing something like here, and then it's like, oh, but this all is happening over here that you don't realize. Now we're all connecting. Like,
which is one of their strongest things from season 1, right?
The writing is great.
Getting to watch Terry and Xavier, their meet cute.
It was nice.
But it tied into like why and how they built that, because we didn't really get that. We got a lot of Xavier's backstory in season 1, but now we found out why he ended up in the Secret Service versus being a military, bigwig that he could have ended up if he hadn't had his patellar dislocation. Which, by the way, not the right brace for a knee dislocation that he was wearing. That was bullshit. As somebody who's had 2 knee dislocations in this house in the last year. That's an ACL brace. That's not a knee dislocation brace, but that's fine. And even if he had torn his MPFL, still not the same brace.
Well, whatever you do not watch the look ahead because there are a lot of potential spoilers in the look ahead.
I don't care. I watched
before you watch season 3. No, I mean it big time.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind him.
No, I mean for not having seen episode 3, not season 3.
Oh, yeah. No, I won't watch it till the end of episode.
Once you get through that now, because I didn't watch it on Hulu, I didn't get to see it right afterwards. So apparently it's right after it. I had to go to YouTube to find it because I don't have Hulu anymore.
I'll be watching it on Disney Plus because they're all connected now.
That's right. I don't think I have that anymore.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, look,
fantastic.
The show is not missed a beat.
No, we're eating well as far as TV goes right now.
Doing amazing work. There's a lot of 10s on here. It's 8.5, which seems low on
for what the
for
first
episode 1.
I mean, it's only been a day.
Episode 2, 8.2, which I agree. Episode 2 is a little weaker than episode 1, but we'll see. We'll see how the season goes. I mean, the
So
show.
we are going. So the way this is running is we got 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to get episode 4 on March 2nd. Then the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, and the finale is episode 8 on the 30th.
Like Monday is a weird drop day.
Yeah.
For Disney. Oh, that's the other show coming to this week. Daredevil's this week.
Holy shit! Really?
Daredevil drops Thursday. Yeah, or tomorrow.
Jeez.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh my god! I forgot about that, and that's weekly too, right?
Yeah.
Right,
I don't know how many we'll get up front.
Because the show's good, so it's weekly.
It usually gets an episode or 2 up front. Like I get why this show dropped 3 in a row.
I don't, but
I think you would have lost a lot of people after the first episode.
Probably, yeah.
And since we're in spoilers,
Yeah.
for this episode, I mean, look, the kid has the most potent sperm on the planet.
Who?
Link.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Like, wild.
Yeah, that was
okay. That's a little much, but
it was very fast moving.
March 24th. All right, good. So we have a month till Daredevil. All right.
Okay.
Thank God. I thought that was
A
February.
month. March is a week.
March 24th is in a month because it's
Okay.
February 23rd.
Yeah. I my bad. Yeah.
All good. So, all right. So we have time for that. So we have plenty to talk about between now and then. Maybe Frank will even check out Monarch because it looks like we are getting Wyatt and Kurt Russell both back. Again, season 2. Excited for that.
I wanted to check out Cross.
That's. I think my wife and I are going to watch that, so that'll take me a while. She wanted to start it too, and she let it play, and she didn't realize she was 4 episodes into season 2 before realizing she was watching season 2 and not season 1. So we'll probably start that sometime in the next week or so. But if you're on the East Coast anywhere, which I'm sure you all are, stay safe. Hope you all shoveled out. Hope you all have a great week, and tell a friend. And thanks for finding the Geek Spot.
Yes.
We'll see you all soon.
Bye.